mother-in-law, my sister, who's been here since I got here in 1986, going to the USS Long Beach. You know, I can speak on a lot of things. You know, I got up, my buddies left, Paul and David, they left last night about 10:30. And they said, what are you gonna do? I said, well, I'm gonna sit down and write my speech. No, and I got about a half a page done. Then I thought to myself, I was like, you know what? This is an occasion where I don't really need to write anything down because I feel it needs to come from the heart. So I didn't write anything down, and believe me, Lisa knows I get up in front of enough people and I talk enough. And she knows I like to run my mouth. Anybody that knows me knows I like to talk. That I can do this. And the thing, you know, I look back on is my career, and the thing that I look at is this venue here and what I've done in the Navy is not for me. It's for my peers who helped get me here, and for all the junior sailors that helped me along the way. Because all of us know in the new information technology age, us old guys like us don't know everything. And we need our junior sailors to kind of usher in the new era of sailors. And that's what they've done. And I'm going to tell you, like they used to tell us, my mom used to make me go to church, revivals and stuff through the week. I'm going to tell you like the old preachers used to tell us back then, I'm not going to keep you that long. So what I'm going to say is, you know, I'm not here strictly because of what Master Chief Harris does. I'm here because of all the support I've gotten from the junior sailors, my senior peers, and all my peers sitting down in here in the audience, whether active duty or retired. You are the ones that got me where I am today. You know, based on your tutelage, your mentorship, and how you helped me to get where I am today. If anybody in the Navy tells you I got here strictly because of what I've done, they're lying. We get here because we rely on each other to support our country's interests and get things done. That's why we're here where we are today. And I say to you, my peers, everybody out there, you know, my mom and everybody in my house today was like, you are going to cry, you are going to break down. Guess what? I'm not going to do that because guess what? I'm proud to be here today. I did it because everybody out here supported me and helped me to get where I am today. And I want to say thank you to the junior sailors. I want to say thank you to my peers who are active duty, and to all my peers who are retired that are out there in this audience right now. You helped me get to where I am. I can look at each one of you, and I can think of an instance where you helped me to get to where I am. I got David Alex out here. First time I went on Liberty in a foreign port, hey, we went out there and we partied, and he told me one thing. He said, no matter what happens, have your composure when you walk across the quarterdeck. That's what he told me. I got my buddy Brian White back there holding his newborn baby. Hey, been a brother to me my whole career. Always kept in touch. I haven't seen him in over 15 years. But I tell you right now, that brother back there can talk you into anything. He will talk you into doing it. And I will tell you, I got a whole plethora of peers out there. Rosa Wilson, hey, I got into the CMC community, and Rosa had my back. All I had to do was call her and say, I need, and she would walk in there to that one star and say, you know what, you need to help them out, and they make it happen. I got my buddy TJ right there, man. Me and TJ, we like butted head. We was like bulls in the china closet when I first met him. So much I went in the system, I looked him up and see where he was, who he came from, everything. But guess what? It's one of my best friends I have in the Navy right now. I got my buddy James Basinger, who was my lead detailer when I was in Millington, Tennessee. And you know what? We looked out for each other. We went through some hard times, but guess what? He was there for me and I was there for him. I got my buddy Randall up here who came up and gave that prolific speech right here. You know what we call Randall on the Bellawood? The truth. Because guess what? If you don't want the truth, don't ask Randall. I got my good friend Dave Knight was in here, who was my CMC on Bellawood, and I had like every collateral duty known to man, and Dave came to me one day and said, you know what, boy, you need to give up some of your collateral duty. I was like, all right, Dave, I'm with that. So we started the season. He said, I need somebody to run the season. And 3 or 4 senior chiefs raised their hand, and Dave looked at him, and he kind of looked at me because I was backing off. And he looked at me, and I was like, what? He said, I know I asked, but I want you to do it. You know, I appreciate that, Dave. I got my good buddy George Conley back here. I know G Money. I know him since A school back in the day, 1986. Known each other ever since. And you know what? We've been looking out for each other. We've kept in touch. And what I'm trying to say is it's people you meet while you're in the Navy, and they have a profound impact, not only on what you do in the Navy, but what you do in life. And one of the people I got to really take my hat off to, I got to go and stand up for me, Chris Vasquez. I would say Chris has been one of my biggest mentors. If you ask Adrian, she used to call Chris Joe Navy. And after Chris retired, she started calling me Joe Navy after that because, you know, he's one of the ones that, you know, it's the way you do a job, and the way you do the job is, you know, you set the expectation and you get it done. And that's how I was raised. And, you know, and that's what I always try to instill in everybody I've got come in contact with. James Arnold over there, who's one of my proteges. I met James, and he was a GMSN. I got to tell the story before I move on. So we were on Bellawood, and Earl Gay, which was our captain, says, hey, you know, I will let you run the crew serve program on board the ship, but if I call away quick draw, you guys got to have rounds out the barrel in 2 minutes. So we're out there and we're doing a 25mm shoot, and I had a jam gun. And I'm back there with a big, those of you weapons types know what an E9 screwdriver is. I'm back there trying to pry a 25mm round out this doggone gun. All of a sudden I hear quick draw. And I'm like, oh, excuse my language, oh shit. And anybody that's been on the LHA knows that to get to where the gun was, you had to run all the way around the ship. So I run all the way around the ship, and here's young GMSN Arnold over here trying to figure out how to put these rounds in a 50 cal. And I push him out the way, almost push him overboard as a matter of fact. I slap the rounds in there, I cycle the weapon, I fire off 100 rounds, no hearing protection or nothing. And after I get done, the adrenaline is flowing. All of a sudden, the captain comes on the 1MT and says, good job, CG Division. Bring that young gunner up to the bridge. I want to give him a coin. So I grabbed young GMS and and I said, come on up here and get this coin. He was like, well, Senior Chief, I didn't shoot the gun. Yes, you did. You shot the gun. You shoot the gun. You shot it. So the thing I'm trying to say is, you know what? No matter where we are, there's always somebody there to help point us in the right direction and bring us along and make things happen. So I would say to you that's continuing your active duty service, you know what? Pay it forward. Develop those leaders. Because guess what? You're not going to be in the Navy forever. I can tell you right now, I might have thought I was going to be in the Navy forever, but guess what? It's time for me to take my ball and go home. And that's what I'm going to do. And I leave it to the rest of you out there to carry on the Navy traditions and be leaders. Because guess what? Somebody out here has impacted your career in some shape, form, or fashion. So you pay it forward to the next group of sailors who's going to be our leaders in the future. And I want to just say, you know, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for my friends and family who came from far and near to be here today. I really appreciate it. And just want to say thank you. I'm going to sit down and I'm done.